So hey, hope you're having a good day. I was going to show you a few things today that we can put together. Got me a couple of solar power connector cable kits. Then of course I got a 100-watt solar panel, and then we got a 3,000-watt what they call power converter or inverter. I'm sorry. And we want to see if we can utilize and get some of that free power from the sun. So here's the second part. Got to have a battery. So I use this deep cycle battery that we use on our boat a lot of times. This one has got 240 amps per hour, or the amperage draw is 240. So I don't know a whole lot about that, but what I'm gonna do with this, set it up here on this shelf. I'm gonna set my charge controller and my inverter up here. I'm gonna actually plug it into this building so that it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this up right in here. So I can run these through to my inverter. There. There. Looks all good. So then I'll come in and hook my inverter up. Now, this is the inverter. So you can mount it. It's got the pieces on the back here where you hook your negative and positives up. These are just coolers, your ground. And you can mount it on the wall. But here's your plugs, on and off button, USB charger, power level. So I'm really just gonna set it here, but first off, I'm gonna plug these in. So get this off right quick. Let's see. I did have my drill somewhere, let's see. See if I can tighten them up a little quicker with this. Voila. Nice, I'm not going to over tighten them, just tight enough they don't work. That one was already tight enough. This way. And pull these back down. Put that there. Then I'm just going to let these sit here until I get this other done. Hold on. And now we're going to unbox this. Hope I got a knife on me. Possibly not though. However, I do have a screw. This is a 100-watt solar panel. Pull that out. Oh. There we go. This is a very difficult setup. You actually have to untie this cord in the back. Very difficult. Pop these legs that were in the back out. Set it up. Run that through your little hole. So now what I want to do is I hook up this charge controller. So you actually buy one of these. I just get them off Amazon, because if you get them at Harbor Freight, these are $74. The same one you get here from Harbor Freight versus this one on Amazon, this is $14. So I'm going to take my kit here, actually take these apart, because this goes on to our solar panel that we just put outside. Here's the plug for that. So we'll plug that in. But I want to kind of rig it up a little bit and put this wire on it so I can lengthen it to go to the battery from the solar charger. So the solar charger is going to hook in here. If you can see that right there. Solar charger there. And then I'll pull from the battery here and take these to the battery. So I'll plug the wires in here and then bring my other wires in from here to the battery. So you can watch me do that. So what I've done from here is I've taken my little solar charge controller and I've hooked up my wire into where we talked about the solar panel was going, which is where this wire will go. It'll hook into there. That'll pull the solar into here, and then this will go to the battery. So I've hooked that up with some little alligator clips. So now I can kind of mount this here, come up, pull this item up. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. I may need a little more extension. I'll show you what happens. Once I get it plugged in, you actually see the unit comes on and there's 18.7 volts coming through to actually charge a battery. So put that in, just set it down in here for a few minutes. And then I can take these, undo my batteries, and actually put my negative here and my positive here. And then you can see where the battery starts charging there at 12.9 volts. So that's going to start charging here. I'm going to mount this here. I just got to grab me some small screws, so give me just a minute. So we've got everything done now. I actually took and wired up this, and it's going into the switch to turn on and off. I'll leave this plugged in because that's a plug that's going to come from here. Actually, this is going to plug in up here. I'm sorry. So this is going to plug in up here, and then that's going to charge the building and all the plugs and lights and it from that controller there. So anyway, let's get it hooked up and see what it does. So now we're going to actually take this little charge controller. We're going to zip it to the wall here. Going to zip it up. It's pretty cool. You can actually take it. You don't have to have a real heavy mount on it, but the cool thing about this is that it's actually got a USB port there, and you can charge straight from the solar panel that, of course, is today sitting right out here. Just ran through. So anyway, I've got my charge controller hooked up. You can see when I take it off what happens. You got just the actual solar panel coming in at 18 volts. When I plug up, it's got 13 volts going into it. And now I'm actually going to plug in here, because just for my charge controller, I'm going to make sure that my unit here has a good grip. So I may switch this up. I'm going to take this off for the time being, which is for the solar panel. This actually charges up this, so I'll make sure that's off. Go in here, put that on, because that's going to activate this. See it right there? So it activated that. Got all that. That's hot. That should come on now, and it does. And now I want to plug these back up. However I do that, plug this one up to here, and this one up to here, and we're still good there. So now we should have a hot system once I plug this in. This goes down from here. I'm gonna plug this in to there. Turn it on. Now, I should be able to have lights and all that plugged up once I turn that switch on. So I'm gonna reach down, flip it on, and we have lights. So now that we've got all this hooked up, you can actually take this tester and just test, and you can see that that's 120 volts coming through, going up, around, and all these little units here. 120, 120. Well, get it to work in there. But anyway, so this one should be hot too because it's plugged up. Come on, man. It's a different plug right there. Kind of doesn't want to go in. But you see it's hot. So we plug this fan into it, and it is so hot. It's actually pretty nice. So all that. These are just parts you can put in. If you need to run something 12 volt off of it, lights, you got some 12 volt lights that I got from another unit. So I just got this building set up, so we're just putting a little juice to it. So hear the fan running? Now you don't. Lights off. Switch coming on. And we got juice. If you unplug this, everything comes unplugged, nothing else. Plug it in. There you go. So shows you the power level there. It's on 1. That's using a fan, so you can plug up some other things in it, run it, you know, like your lights running, things of that nature, charge your batteries, all that good stuff. And of course, all from a battery and that. So it's just something fun I like to do. I kind of enjoy it. It's turn this fan on. That's on high, medium, low. I'm moving on high today. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. It's easy to do.